Hello, Dan here with another brown liquor review, number 28. And I think, as you can probably tell by my last two posts, I am a football fan. And I am very excited about tonight's game, the Steelers versus the Patriots. And so I decided to do one last very special brown liquor review for the night. Before the game starts. And this one is Blanton's straight from the barrel. Okay? One of the rarest bourbon whiskeys that I've ever come across. This one comes in at 63.65% ABV, which is 127.3 proof. It is a beast. It is huge. It is what bourbon should be, I think. Big and strong, and it's a definite sipper. In fact, I think I'll probably pour this and probably sip on it the rest of the night while watching the football game. It is big. Okay, this one is not easy to come by because it's not available in the United States. Buffalo Trace, seriously. How can you not make Blanton straight from the barrel available in the United States? If I'm wrong, by the way, let me know. But I think I heard Liquor Hound say that once on his channel, and I think I've read it other places. And the only place I could ever find it is when I went to Paris. Okay, so I went all the way to Paris, and maybe if you remember in Brown Liquor Review 1, I also bought a bottle of Yellow Spot, which is now available in the United States. I just saw it at the Jersey Shore a couple weekends ago. And I was like, oh, damn. So I bought a bottle, and it was awesome. I really like Yellow Spot, as you can probably tell by my first review. This one, yeah, so it was funny because the guy in Paris was like, you're an American and you're buying bourbon in Paris? Lame. Yeah, well, it's not available in the United States. And I think that's a tragedy because this is a really great whiskey. Okay? So I'm going to review it. And you guys just all got to go to Paris. You got to go to, what was the name of that store? It was absolutely the craziest whiskey shop I've ever seen in my life. And I will tell you that in my next episode. It wasn't like it was like the whiskey store or something like that. It was awesome. It was so awesome. They had like 5 bottles of Brora, Port Ellen, and this little gem right here. So I walked up and saw it. This is a beautiful bottle. It will be repurposed as a decanter afterwards. It's got this great little, dude riding a horse here, a jockey riding a horse. Really, really nice bottle. I mean, it's no different than the normal Blanton's bottle. And normal Blanton's is really good too, and I hope to review that one day too. But for now, we'll have to settle for straight from the barrel. This is definitely a treat. I went to Paris in March, so wow, that was 6 months ago, and I have more than half left. I normally only break it out for people that I really like. So, just let it air out for a little bit. Just a little gentle swirl of the glass. So it's amazing because it's 127 proof, and somehow it doesn't burn my nose out. There's been other barrel proofs that I've done where that is not the case. Booker's usually burns my nose, and the H. Taylor barrel proof burned my nose, and Maker's Mark certainly burnt my nose. But some of the really finely made cask strengths just really doesn't do that. And I don't know. Maybe it's just because I have really high expectations for it, I don't know. Or I'm really willing to put up with it. Anyways. Oh. Ooh, jumped the gun there. Sorry, let me give you some nosing notes. So, it is, and not to be cliche, intense bourbon. Nose. Cinnamon, brown sugar, vanilla bean, nutmeg. These are some really, really well-charred white American oak barrels. It smells like cherry pie filling or jam. And, you know, dark brown sugar to the point where it just smells like straight up molasses. Cheers. Not too much. You burn out your taste buds and everything because it's so strong. But it's great. Deep, intense spice cake. Cherries cooked down with brown sugar and cinnamon. It's pretty specific. It is fruity. It is very confectionery. It's a sweet one. It's great. Ginger snaps. Definitely black pepper. And I think a little bit of maple. And I think, you know, when you mix all that together, especially with the deep char, you get a little bit of that. You know, smoke and bourbon. I don't really know if that's the word. I think it's char. But there's a bacon effect. How can you go wrong there, right? As you can tell, I like bacon. The finish is long. It is great. I mean, I'll probably sip this the rest of the night with some water. And even after I drink water, it will still be there. It's really great. And cherry. It's one of the best bourbons I've ever tasted, to be honest. And I don't know the next time I'll get it, so I'll probably cherish every single dram of this that I am so fortunate to have and share. And so come on over to Philly, and I'll pour you a dram. So overall, this is a rare treat that most definitely should be available in the United States of America. I mean, how can you make any one bourbon only available overseas? That should be considered unconstitutional. I'm going to take 2 points off for that. Overall, it's a 93 out of 100, which is an absolutely stellar, amazing, awesome bourbon, whiskey. And I hope that everyone out there, all 28 subscribers of you, which I do appreciate every single one of you, I hope that all of you get to try this and share it with your best friends, with your father-in-laws, with your mother-in-laws, with your sister, the guy next door, so on and so forth. So once again, thank you, enjoy the football game, and I will see you next time. Prost.